I wouldn't change anything, and I would still sit here and say, like, I'm unapologetically me. I'm gonna always leave that mark and be who I am.
Angel Reese was once a major sensation. Not too long ago, she was recognized as a well-rounded player, a social media darling, and a future WNBA star. But today, her career is in shambles as she faces a lifetime ban. How did it all go wrong? Well, in this video, we'll share everything you need to know about the tragic end of Angel Reese's basketball career. Standing 6 feet 3 inches tall, Angel Reese, popularly known as Chai Barbie, plays both small forward and power forward. She's known for her versatility on the court and likes to call herself a big guard because of her skills in handling the ball and making passes. Okay, you're probably wondering, what did she do? Well, here it goes.
Me and Caitlin Clark don't hate each other. Like, I want everybody to understand that it's just a super competitive game.
The steroid claims surfaced just days after Reese's final game of her rookie season. As the runner-up for Rookie of the Year, Reese missed the last 6 games because of a supposed left wrist injury. Some thought she had gotten pregnant, but it turns out she sat out those games due to a ban by the WNBA.
I've been through so much. I've seen so much. I've been attacked so many times. Death threats. I've been sexualized. I've been threatened. I've been so many things, and I've stood strong.
After news about her steroid use began to fly over the place, Reese was ejected for the first time in her WNBA career. The situation exploded when it was revealed that she was using substances like EBO and anabolic steroids to boost her performance. This wasn't just bad for her, it also harmed her team, the Chicago Sky. She was immediately suspended, and since then, fans have been wondering if she ever had any real talent, or if her entire career had been steroid-enhanced. It now makes sense where she gets all of that confidence from.
I have great teammates. I have a great support system. I got my hometown. I got my family that stands up for me.
The steroids didn't just bring Reese down. As with every scandal, others are being exposed too. It's been alleged that her coach, Teresa Weatherspoon, encouraged her to use drugs to enhance her performance in a bid to save the team. Obviously, that decision has caused way more harm than Weatherspoon envisioned. The team is still struggling, and Reese's desperate attempt to remain relevant has cost her her career. The Chicago Sky not only suspended Reese, but also filed a lawsuit against her. Now, she faces serious consequences for cheating her way to the top. You know what's sadder? The spotlight is now on players like Caitlin Clark. Did Reese truly believe she could get away with taking such a cliche and lazy shortcut? How low can one go to grab a little attention? But before all of these, Reese was the queen of college basketball, and her confident on-court demeanor set her apart. She was drafted 7th overall by the Chicago Sky in the 2024 WNBA draft and made her professional debut on May 15, 2024, scoring 12 points and grabbing 8 rebounds in a game against the Dallas Wings. By June 20th, she achieved her 7th consecutive double-double, with 16 points and 18 rebounds in another win against the Dallas Wings. This streak set a record for WNBA rookies.
Into their last game against Tennessee as well. All right, Angel Reese, that's how you get a double-double.
Is open, clear out, give her space, because with
Time this season, she's at the 20-point mark.
Just 3 days later, Angel Reese raised the bar even higher with a performance of 25 points and 16 rebounds in a close win over the Indiana Fever. On June 30th, she made history by achieving her 10th consecutive double-double, breaking Candace Parker's single-season record by scoring 10 points and 16 rebounds in a game against the Minnesota Lynx.
The dump off to Reese.
Her outstanding performances earned her the Rookie of the Month award for June, where she averaged 14.5 points and 13.2 rebounds per game. Her success continued into July, when she was selected for the WNBA All-Star Game. On July 7th, she set a new record with her 13th consecutive double-double, marking the longest streak across multiple seasons in WNBA history. A few days later, she was named the WNBA Eastern Conference Player of the Week. During the All-Star game, Reese became the first rookie to achieve a double-double.
Fashion and one, not afraid of the contact, and she's also not afraid to tell her defender about it.
Reese's playing style has drawn comparisons to WNBA stars like Nneka Ogwumike and Nalissa Smith. She refers to NBA players Kevin Durant and Ben Simmons, as well as WNBA stars Candace Parker and Aja Wilson as her inspirations. Then, her college coach at Maryland, Brenda Fries, praised Reese's competitive spirit, comparing it to that of Shatori Walker-Kimbrough, another impressive athlete. Cool, right? Oh, she was on a roll before it all came tumbling down. Reese used to be a symbol of passion and undeniable talent. That's why this suspension sent waves across the sports community. It's not just about her. It's about what this means for the league and young athletes who look up to her.
Reese another rebound. Reese flips it in. Puts the foul. A chance to tie it at the line for Angel Reese.
To secure the offensive board. Smith's boxing out. Boom. Just reads where the ball...
Reese's impressive rookie season ended on September 6th after she suffered a wrist injury, finishing with an average of 13.6 points, 13.1 rebounds, and 1.3 steals per game. Since then, it's been a struggle getting back on track. She started missing shots she used to make with her eyes closed. It's like there had been some transformation, and Reese had become a completely different player.
I caught her. Reese running the floor, and he flips it in.
Giving Atlanta a little bit of their own medicine. The paint, Atlanta saying we can pop out and do a little bit of this too.
Allen trying to barrel her way through on Gray, off the window. Reese wrestles it away.
Everyone got curious. What happened to Angel Reese? She seemed to get more desperate to regain her former glory. As time went on, Angel Reese started to fake injuries, talk trash, and even bring race into her rivalry with Caitlin Clark. This change in her behavior got people talking and raised the eyebrows of fans and analysts. Let's talk a bit about this Reese-Clark rivalry. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark have been connected since the 2023 NCAA championship game, where Reese's LSU Tigers took on Clark's Iowa Hawkeyes. The game was intense, with Reese and Clark going head-to-head in a thrilling matchup. LSU came out on top, winning 102-85. One of the most memorable moments was when Angel Reese celebrated by pointing to her ring finger, showing the championship ring she would soon receive for the victory. When asked about this, she turned the tables and made it about her. Typical Chai Barbie move. In the words of Speak co-host Emmanuel Acho, "You can't act like the big bad wolf, then cry like Courage the Cowardly Dog."
Knows a ring is coming.
In August, Caitlin Clark had an amazing game, scoring a career-high 31 points and getting 12 assists in her last regular season matchup against Angel Reese. Clark led the Indiana Fever to a 181 win over the struggling Chicago Sky that Friday night. She shot 8 for 14 from the field and made 5 of 9 three-point attempts, achieving her 11th double-double of the season. Clark is the only player to have 3 games with at least 25 points and 10 assists in one season. She is also the first WNBA player to achieve 4 games in which she either scored or assisted on over 50 points in a single season. Way too many wins, right? The Fever beat the Sky 3 out of 4 times. Meanwhile, the Sky struggled to keep their hold on the final playoff position as the season neared its end. With this performance, Clark secured her spot as the Rookie of the Year.
First in the league in fast break points.
Connects on a deep three.
The 22-year-old basketball star, Angel Reese, launched her podcast, Unapologetically Angel, before completing her rookie season. You know why it's so difficult to believe most things Reese says? She cannot keep quiet. She's always somewhere yapping, always on social media, always in everyone's face. Despite her WNBA season ending early due to a wrist injury in early September, she continued releasing new episodes every week. The podcast has sparked controversy more than once, starting with the first episode. In it, Reese spoke out about receiving death threats from fans of Caitlin Clark and disclosed that explicit AI-generated images of her were sent to her and her family.
Oh, they think, oh, I don't like her because her fans are saying this. No, I don't believe in her heart that she has hatred towards me. And I'm sure she believes that I don't have hatred towards her, but I think her fan base has gone.
Unlike Reese, Clark has not ventured into podcasting or made any controversial remarks during or after her rookie season. Clark has kept a lower profile off the court, with her public appearances mostly appearing at other sporting events, often with her boyfriend Connor McCaffrey. So we've never heard Clark say anything about this. But Reese is known as one of Clark's many bullies. She once commented on and supported a TikTok which claimed that many of Clark's fans are influenced by racial bias more than true respect for her skills. The video suggested that these fans prefer Clark as a symbol in a sport mostly played by Black women, instead of focusing on her talent. And Reese agreed. There was also the iconic John Cena "You can't see me" gesture, and the ringer finger point at the 2023 NCAA championship. Later, in the WNBA, she smacked Clark on the head and then celebrated when her teammate pushed her to the ground. You don't need me to tell you that none of this aggressive behavior benefited Reese or affected Clark. Clark is still blossoming on the court. She is considered one of the best college basketball players ever. She holds the record as the top scorer in NCAA Division I history and won the National Player of the Year award twice while playing for the Hawkeyes. Her success has played a big role in making women's basketball more popular, a movement often called the Caitlin Clark effect. As Clark's success continued to rise while Reese's career took a downturn, Reese became increasingly desperate. She gave in to steroids, thinking they would give her the edge she needed to compete against her nemesis. It didn't, as you already know. The juice didn't help her play well or better than Clark even. Instead, it became the final nail in the coffin of her diminishing career. Sadly, due to nobody's fault but her own, Angel Reese's career is going down the drain faster than anyone could have imagined. It's a reminder of how important it is to stay focused on the right path and make healthy choices in sports and life in general. What are your thoughts?